Hi to all of you, I'm Paul. And today guys, I'm on fire. Just take a look at my hat, a chili hat. I'm on fire, fired of a lot of good stuff, a lot of good ideas to all of you. Guys, today we're gonna do an Asian recipe back centuries ago in China, and it's called the dim sum. So today we are gonna learn how to make the dim sum. So let's take a look of the ingredients that we're gonna need to make this dim sum. So one of the main ingredients for the dim sum is gonna be the flour mix. For that, the first thing you're gonna need is a bowl, a mixing bowl, and then you're gonna need 2 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, and also for that you're gonna need the following ingredients. So the next ingredient that we're gonna need for the flour mix is gonna be 2 egg whites and 2 tablespoons of sugar along with the egg white. You have to beat them up for a while, for a few minutes. And then also you're gonna need the mixture of the yeast. That you're gonna need 1 cup of warm water that has been mixed together with 2 tablespoons of white sugar and also 1 tablespoon of yeast. So when you combine all this here together, you have to let them raise for at least 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, this is how it's gonna look like. It's gonna look like a beer froth. This is gonna look like. Now the next thing is we have to combine all the ingredients for the flour mix. Now it's time to combine all the ingredients that I have showed you so far. So I have combined them all here all together, and now we have to mix them all. We'll start doing the dough. Yep. Mix them out for a while. Add a little more flour if it's necessary, but not too much. Enough to make the dough. A little more flour. Mix them all together, and we're gonna start shaping the dough very soon. A little more flour. And now the next thing after that gonna be to knead the dough. Let's knead the dough now, guys. Okay, so we already have shaped the dough right here. It's already been shaped. So we're gonna knead the dough for a little while. You guys see me? Yeah, you guys can see me. Okay. We knead the dough for a while. You have a rolling pin. You can use the rolling pin also. You got a rolling pin, you can use it. We're not making pizza, guys. So, okay, fine. Once you roll the dough, you're gonna shape it up. Try to make like a bowl like this. Just like when you're making pizza, but not for the pizza, of course. So once the dough is already, is ready to be raised, already the dough has been ready to be raised. So once the dough is ready, you're gonna put it on a mixing bowl, just like this one here, and you're gonna let them raise at least for an hour. When you let them raise for an hour, this is how it's gonna look like. Of course, for that you have to cover up with plastic. Cover up with plastic or with a dry towel. Put it on top and let it raise for an hour. And after that, this is how it's gonna look like. And the next thing now is gonna be, we're gonna do now the filling for the dim sum. To prepare the filling for the dim sum, we're gonna need 1.5 tablespoons of minced ginger. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of onion, diced onion, like this one here. So the next ingredient now is gonna be 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And then for that now, we're gonna need now 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. For that, we're gonna need also, you're gonna need an Knorr cube. Also for that, to put it along with a mixture for the filling of the dim sum. Also this one. And also we're gonna need 8 ounces of deboned chicken that already has been deboned. You can buy also in case deboned chicken. And also already has been seasoned with salt and pepper and a little lemon on top. So let her marinate for at least 1 hour. We're gonna be good to go for that guy. So now the next thing is we're gonna need a bamboo steamer. So we're gonna need a bamboo steamer like this one. It depends how much is your budget. I bought this one in a Chinese supermarket. You're gonna need a steamer. In case you can have access to buy a bamboo steamer, you'll be good to also use the metal steamer. Wouldn't you be also as good as this one? Okay, so now let's prepare now let's do the preparation now for the mixture. Let's now cook the filling now for the dim sum. So now the mixture, the filling for the dim sum is almost ready. Now we're gonna put a little sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar. So what we're gonna do with this to make like caramelize at the same time we're cooking, we're caramelizing the soy sauce and the brown sugar along with the other ingredients. This is almost ready. After it's already completely cooked, you're gonna set it aside and let it cool down for a while before we put it inside the mixing flour for the dough. Okay, so this is good. Let's set it on the side. So the next thing you're gonna need is the setup for the steamer. So for that you're gonna need a pot or anything that will fit the size of your steamer. In case I'm using this casserole, so. And then I will, on top of that, I'm gonna put the steamer on top, like this one. This is where we're gonna put the dim sum. You got 2 compartments, one here and one here. And of course, the lid. That'll be it. So make sure, guys, that as we steam the dim sum, make sure we keep the water level properly. Don't let it go too high. Don't let it go too down. Otherwise, if it goes too down, what it's gonna do is it's gonna dry the dim sum. You know, it's gonna squeeze them down. And also, you have too much water on it. What it's gonna do is gonna make gonna wet the dim sum. Not gonna look good. So you gotta leave at least halfway. Keep it halfway all the time. You know. So now let's start filling the dim sum now, ready to be steamed. Alright guys, we're back. Now we're almost practically in the end of the process of making the dim sum. So already the flour has been raised and ready to cut. I stretch it a little. Once you take it out from the bowl, mixing bowl, stretch it a little like this one. Cut a piece. Cut a piece like that. Cut a piece like that. What we're gonna do now, this is where we're gonna put the filling of the dim sum. Now we're gonna use the rolling pin a little. I already have prepared one, guy. I'm gonna show it to you right now. So once you cut the piece, you roll them down like this. Make sure it has, the corners are properly, placed in order like that. You need 1, 2, 3, and 4. So already this thing already has been flat. So already now we're gonna put the mixture of the chicken after it has been cooled down a bit. You put everything right on the center. Don't put too much on it, otherwise it will not be able to close. Make sure it's properly filled, but not overfilled. And don't put too little, also not good. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna seal the ends. Now we got already the dim sum ready to seal. And so already has been centered. Now we're gonna take one corner like that. Make sure your finger like that. While at the same time you put the other end. You put now the other end. You got 4 ends all together. Now the rest of the ends. Now let's seal them up. All the ends. When you have them like that, with this one, you're gonna move them around, twist them around a little, hold this one, not too tight. With this on the right hand, now you twist them around. Like that. Yeah, twist them around. There you go. So this is how we're gonna look like, the dim sum. So you already have prepared. And after that also you're gonna need parchment paper. Like this one. There you're gonna put them here. You're gonna need this one. Parchment paper. This one there. Parchment paper. Then I already have prepared 2 myself. So this is how they're gonna look like. The dim sum. So now we have to let them raise. I have enough mix for at least to serve 6 people. I'm only showing you how to do at least 2. But you can make the rest with the rest of the flour dough and the mixture of the chicken. So now the next thing is you got to let them raise for at least 30 minutes. Let them raise before we steam it. Okay, guys. Guys, we're our baguette. We're almost ready. So now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna steam the dim sum. So I got the dim sum right here, right now. I already got the steamer already warming up. I got a dim sum here. I'm gonna put it right here on the steamer. Be careful you don't get burned. So make sure the steam don't leave the sides. And then cook it on the medium fire for about 20 to 25, no more than 25 minutes. Let it steam. And then now you're gonna let it steam now for around 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on that and don't get burned. Huh? So now this is the result of the dim sum. I already have been cooked some of them. This is how it look like. This is how nice and big they look like. So guys, let's give it a shot. And then that'll be it for today, guys. And thank you for allowing me to share another recipe with you. And I'll be seeing you guys soon for another cooking review or poll. And please follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and please give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And please subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys soon for another cooking review or poll DMAX. Bye bye.